First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And this video just gonna be a real quick. I was meditating on a few things, on mainly how you have a lot of people nowadays that are pretty much waking up to the fact of what the truth is. All right, that you know, to an extent, right? To an extent, because I'm not saying that everybody's waking up and you know, going the right way. All right, see, because when you wake up, but then there's somewhere you got to go. There's a right way you got to go after you wake up. All right, and in this truth, that way is to follow Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to serve the Lord with fear and with trembling. All right, that is the way, the righteous way you got to go when you wake up in this truth. Now, you have other individuals that are waking up, all right, and they're starting to, the scriptures talk about the Lord said he's gonna basically take away that covering that was cast over the people, that veil. All right, and now you've seen a lot more people are starting to wake up, as you know, modern day terms, they're becoming hip to this devil's agenda. The average individual knows about the Illuminati, which you know, 10 years ago they called it a conspiracy theory. They said, oh no, what the hell is that? What are you talking about? Satan? What? You know, but now everybody knows what's going on. People are rapping about it. People are putting in their music. You know, people are saying all these things. So the average individual knows to an extent that, at least, that something is not normal about the life that we are all living up to this day. What's this? March 10th, 2022. All right. The course of events that have taken place to get us here, and the rest of the events that will take place to propel the world further from here. All right. In the midst of that, these people are actually waking up and seeing that, yo, something is not normal. You know, there's a lot of things going on, and people are starting to look around and starting to say, yo, hold on a second, I don't you know, I don't subscribe to all of this. All right, and that's because the vibration of the truth is out there. Matthew the 24th chapter and the 14th verse, the Lord said that this gospel shall be preached throughout all the kingdom, and then shall the end come. Now you got people, you know, there was a point where even going back to you know, the time of the elders and apostles, you know, before they went on YouTube and they put the videos out there, where they'll be teaching, or even after they went on YouTube, they'll be teaching, and nobody would be coming by. Barely anybody would come by. I saw a video of like an old video, you know, back when the apostles they didn't have gray hairs, and they were teaching out there, and nobody was listening. It was like a ghost town almost. But you know, but ultimately, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, people now are walking by, and they, you know, they may be driving by, and then they'll honk, you know, to say shalom. Okay, or they may stop. You know, last week at camp, we had an individual that he was driving, and then he saw us, and then he honked, you know, and then we know we saluted him, and next thing we know, he turned around and came back and parked, got out his car in the cold, stopped and listened. You know, he was very humble, and he was listening, and we were, you know, bringing out certain points and edifying him. And hey, Lord willing, if he be of the elect, there you go. And before that, you had another brother that came up, and he said, look, you know, he said, hey, sorry to interrupt you. You know, I just wanted to say thank you, you know, for what you guys are doing, and so on. Which, I mean, ultimately, that's not something that we take, you know, the thanks and all that. We redirect that straight up to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, we don't you know, take that, because that we understand that that's not of us. Okay, it's not of our power or will to do these things. Okay, it's all the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So if anybody's to thank, it's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But of course, when people come up, you know, they don't know that. You know, they come up and they just see us. So they say, oh well, you know, hey, thank you, you know. But we redirect that straight up to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But it's a beautiful thing that our people are actually waking up. See, this is what scares these elites and these world leaders, and this isn't a phase. This isn't a facade. This isn't something that's gonna pass and oh, it's gone. No. This thing is here and it's here to stay, and it's revolutionizing the whole world. All right, and that is making them very, very, very afraid. Let me find out what's going on here. If somebody's getting ready to do some wonderful things. Let's see. Hey, Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, you do the Lord's will, the Lord takes care of you. You know, you pray for a spot, and you do what you got to do. And the Lord said, I got you. All right, so that's a beautiful thing. But yeah, let's keep going. So, so in essence, the scriptures say that what? They saw us stand upon our feet, an exceeding great army. Yeah, that's the precept, the water, brother. Arrows of indignation, 144. Isaiah, hey, and all you sincere brothers and sisters that are on the comment board, you know, Lord willing, you be of the elect. We all gonna meet, you know, in the chariot. We all gonna see each other, you know, because a lot of us, you know, we just, you know, you may say shalom on the comment board, you know, we may say shalom, you may put a comment, you know, hey, you know, put a precept and so on and so forth. But ultimately in the kingdom, we all gonna know each other. You know, we're all gonna meet. Oh, hey, brother, I used to watch your video. Hey, brother, I used to put comments on your comment board. Hey, brother, I used to, you know, and it's gonna be beautiful, you know. But for now, hey, for all you that are diligently watching, you know, you're diligently watching because of course we're out there, we're teaching, and you have you know, brothers and sisters that may not be doing that, you know, but they may be diligently tuning in, doing the best they can, you know, whatever, sending gifts, you know, saluting, putting precepts, you know, for the men that is putting precepts, you know, remaining in order and actually changing your life around. That is also, you know, everybody's standard of salvation is different. Okay, my standard of salvation may not necessarily be the same for you. The Lord may say, I want you out there every single Saturday. I want you to, you know, you got to go out there and teach and do all of this before you can make it. As for somebody else, the Lord might say, look, just watch the video, study, learn, and I got you. You know, because ultimately, like it says, Abraham's faith was counted to him for righteousness. You see? So the faith that you have in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that moves you to do whatever forms of work that you do, the Lord sees that. And he you know, he'll count that for you. See? Because ultimately, if you're of the elect, guess what? You're of the elect. And there's nothing that's going to happen that's going to change that. And that's going to stop that. Okay? But at the end of the day, we all do the best we can in our own way to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now, we know the guidance and the blueprint and the path that we are to follow. So we follow that to the best of our ability. Okay? But ultimately, you know, we're all here to work out our own salvation with fear and with trembling. And so it's a beautiful thing to see that you know, we entered into other men's labors and we're laboring and we're doing our best to try and bring forth fruit, but it's having an impact. See, when Son of Man, prophet, set thy face against such and such and prophesy, that there's a spirit that is carried with the vibration of speaking these things. That's why it's good to remain positive, to speak positivity. Because when you speak negativity, you attract negativity. Okay? So that's why it's important that we continue to speak on these things, to continue to teach the scriptures, continue to speak on prophecy. All right? These things are all very, very important pertaining to salvation and deliverance. But like I said, you got a lot of people that are watching, and as they're watching, they're like, yo, this got to be the truth. There's nowhere else to turn. Because you have people that will say, I know there's something wrong in the world. Definitely something is up, because That's ultimately why Revelation 12 and 12, Esau is going to come down with great wrath. Why? Because he's seeing that, yo, we're losing that control over these people, especially with this whole Crown Vic situation that just happened. You know how many people were getting on video saying, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, oh, it's this. But you know one thing? Yeah, one person may say it's this, one person may say it's this, one person may say it's this. But at the end of the day, the majority of people were saying that it's not what the government says it is. That is the main, that is their trouble. That is their problem right there. The fact that, you know, you may say it's this, you may say it's this, but the majority of people are saying it well, I think it's this, and you think it's this, and it may be what I think, and it may be what you think, but we know damn sure that it ain't what they're saying. And that's where the problem lies for them. Because now you're losing that grasp, that grip of lies and deception. Why? Because it's being broken. You know, it's being destroyed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, starting with the scriptures and the prophets. So we're doing a great work. Just, you know, it may not seem like it, but we're doing a great work. To go out there and teach, man, because there's a saying, with great power comes great responsibility. With the high level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and intelligence that the Lord has blessed us with, and blessed us with the ability to interpret these scriptures, and the ability to speak, and the ability to teach, all these things the Lord has blessed us with, we ought to use it to do what? To bring forth his work. The scriptures say in the book of Matthew that the harvest truly is plenty, but the laborers are few. So who are the laborers? The laborers are the teachers, those that are doing the work. So what is our job? Our job is to continue to push this word and to continue to labor. That Lord willing, the Lord, you know, he sees it and it pleases him, and he has mercy on us and he delivers us. Because the times that are coming, I did a video, I think maybe last year, and it was titled, Knowing Isn't Enough. It's a beautiful thing that people are waking up. Barakathay Hawabashim Yahushai. But waking up is only step one. You wake up, and then, like I said, you wake up and then you got to do something now. You wake up and you got to do something. So a lot of people are going to, I mean, when this thing goes down, of course people are going to, oh, all right, well, clearly these men were right. Ezekiel 33 and 33. Right? They're going to know that we are the true prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and that Yahweh is the name of the Most High, and Yahushai is the name of his son, and there's none other. Yeah, they're going to know that. Yeah, they're going to understand that. But does that mean that automatically they're going to get salvation? No. Because the Lord is going to make it so evident that you're not going to be able to mistake it. But he's looking for those that sought him when they saw him early. Those that believed in him through faith, not through having to see, you know, things happening and being affected before you want to repent and get right. No. Those who not seeing yet they see, and not hearing yet they hear. Okay, and not I guess not feeling yet they believe. That's who the Lord is looking for. And those are what? The true worshipers who sincerely worship Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And guess what? There's nowhere left to run. You are feeling the economic squeeze. Everybody's feeling it. And it's only going to get worse. And there's nowhere left to run. There's nowhere left to run. So people that are in the world are looking for an escape. And usually people run into the world. You know, and I'm just speaking freely as the Spirit gives me utterance right now. You know, quoting precepts as I go, as we say, speaking scripturally. Right? But these people, they would run to the world as an escape. They would run to the world as an escape. But now you run to the escape, and the escape turns into the trap. What do you do? Where do you go? Who do you run to? And they're realizing that there's literally no other avenues but the one that we were prophesying about all these years. And then the hard part comes in, which is, damn, shit, I cursed those men out. You know, I talk shit about those men. I scoffed at the idea of even listening. I didn't even want to get close. And now you realize that, damn, that's crazy. That's what? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. You realize, oh my gosh, Literally everything that they've been saying is what's happening according to the scriptures. These are the true men of the Most High. These are the prophets of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You're going to have people, but oh my God, prophets are real? I thought they were just a myth, a fable. But wow. You know, and people are just going to be, they're just going to be, man, but hey, the Lord said what? He got our backs. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13 and 14. Because why would the Lord say, my servant shall eat, but ye shall hunger? Because there's going to be famines. Why did the Lord say that my servant shall drink, but ye shall thirst? Because there's going to be droughts. My servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and for vexation of spirit, because there's going to be tribulation. And there's going to be desperation. And people are going to go, there's going to be a lot of chaos and anarchy and bloodshed in these streets, because that's exactly where all this is leading to. This is leading to a lot of bloodshed. See, people driving around playing loud music like that, that's all going to be out the window. The scriptures tell you in Isaiah the 24th chapter, the mirth of the land is gone. The mirth ceaseth. There's going to be no more mirth, no more, you know, happy go lucky. No, none of that. None of that. And the Lord's getting ready. Everything is set up. Everything is set up perfectly. And the Lord is getting ready to bring in, hey man, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is getting ready to usher in the phase of destruction. Okay? The phase of destruction, man, and it's gonna be a hell of a time. I say that. This is Prince of Yahweh 8, Proverbs 19 and 29. Judgment are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the backs of fools. Khan. And that's exactly what's coming. And you know what? A lot of them move about without fear, thinking that, you know, nothing can ever happen to them. That's right. The great humbling is coming. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad. See, where we grew up, you would have lights out situations. You know, you just be there and randomly, all electricity gone, shut down. You know, sometimes it'd be for a couple of hours, sometimes a couple of minutes, sometimes a couple of days. You know, sometimes a week going on. That means your refrigerator is not working. You know, nothing. You can't charge anything. You can't heat up anything, and none of that working. And you just got to deal with it and live life. Now, what you think? What do you? And in Ghana, you know, our life wasn't technology. You know, it was just, you know, a few things that you would really use. Obviously, the lights, you know, and stuff like that. You know, and the outlets to charge certain things. But you know, you would still go about living your regular life. You had your lanterns and all of that. But now, what about a society like this that runs on electricity? Everything is electric based. And if there is an outage, if there is a grid off, everything is off. Okay, everything is off. Your lights, your street lights, your hot water, your cold water, your water in general, your heaters, your air conditions, your TVs, your radio towers, your signal, your phone, anything, you name it. You name it. All right. So so these people and they don't know how to live a life with if somebody left their house without their phone, because we become so attached to our phones, you leave your house without your phone, you bugging out. Damn, hit me up. Damn, and then you know, you leave your house without your phone, right? And then instinctively you think, oh, let me call my whoever's at home to tell them to bring it to me. But then you realize, no, how am I gonna call? Hey, I'm gonna give a quick testimony. I was at BJ's, and there was this Jake, you know, this Judite woman, and she was upset. You know, typical Judite woman, they start wilding because her phone, she lost her phone in BJ's. So she's at the front, and, you know, they're making the announcement if anybody sees such and such phone. And in my head, I'm thinking, bruh, who you know how people are, man. People ain't honest, you know, unless you come across one. But people, they see a phone, they're taking that. They could be standing right next to the person announcing and look around like they don't know what's going on. So in my head, I'm like, damn, the chances of you finding that phone is, I don't know, slim to none. I'm leaning more towards none. So she's there, and and she's with her friend, and she finally decides to leave. So so she's like, she gets up and she's like, hey, you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. All right, Salakia. So, so pretty much she gets up and then she tells the lady who works at the store who's making the announcement. She said, "Hey, you know what? I mean, hopefully I find it, but if you guys don't find it, it's fine. If you do, just give me a call. And then she called herself. She said, "Give me a call. Look at my dumb ass. Give me a call. What phone? So the point is people are so used to having their phones that when they don't have their phone, they think of using their phone to get their phone instinctively. You see, and that's the thing, man. Hey, priming is a very, very powerful tool that these elites use. And it basically breaks down your natural instincts, your ability to think as a regular human being. And so you become crippled and dependent on artificial life, on artificial thinking, on artificial living. And it's like a drug dealer making you an addict, and so he can control you. Before you were an addict, you were fine. Once you became an addict, you became what? Dependent on who? Him. And once you became dependent on him, then that means you do whatever he tells you because now you feel like you need him. And that also means that if the second he takes away whatever he's giving you, you are done. You don't know how to go back to the way you were before because now you're an addict. And that's what these elites do to people. You come here, you come from a foreign country or whatever, you're one way, and then through the way they've set up society, you now, if you don't have the spirit of the Lord, you now become like an average American slave. And then you don't know how to think like a free man anymore. And so you become dependent on them, and once they pull the plug, guess what? You're going with it. So these devils are, but you know what? Ultimately, back to the topic at hand is that people are waking up. People are starting to look around and starting to say, look, science is not right. Science is fishy. Nah. And now when people are switching, they look at CNN, they look at MSNBC, they say, hey, screw you. They started cursing Biden out and all of that. Now, had you listened to us, but it's okay. See, that's the thing. It shows you how, through the spirit, we're ahead of the curve. We told people before this guy got in office. And I remember, and I know you all remember, prior to this, the voting, do you know how many ads and commercials everywhere you turned? Everywhere you turned, there was somebody talking about go and vote. YouTube ads, TV ads, everything. They were saying go and vote, go and vote, go and vote. Everybody was talking about go and vote. This is the most important vote in the yada, yada, yada. I remember. Oh, you got to vote Biden. Why? What are some of his policies that do you want Trump? He's better than Trump, right? So they did all that. Okay, you got your Biden. A couple months down the line, now they letting it. Oh, no. Not this guy. Oh, no, this guy's a demon. Oh, this guy's a bastard. Oh, my gosh, we hate this guy. Oh, somebody please take him off the stage. What happened? Isn't this the same guy you guys are fiending for? Oh, Biden, come save us. But he's here now. He's here now. What's the problem? And see, that's the thing with Jake, man. They don't want to listen because we were telling you ahead of time, but they don't want to listen. And then when they experience it, they want to cry. But this time the Lord said he's not going to have pity. He's not going to have mercy. It's just going to be straight, raw, undiluted judgment. That's exactly what's coming. So people got to start, like I said, people are waking up to an extent. But ultimately, the safest place, the best place to be is in this truth. Because then you have the full knowledge, But, so that was pretty much it. I don't want to turn this into like a rant or anything. I just wanted to, just mention that because it's beautiful how the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is working, and how Israel is actually waking up to Israel again. And Kwam Yasharallah, literally, Israel is rising. So that's a beautiful thing, man. Barakatah, blessed be Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And Lord willing, these prophecies continue to speed up and we get delivered out of here. These economic woes, the famines and all that, we're going to see some things, but at the end of the day, what we know is greater than what we see, okay? What you don't see is greater than what you do see. So I'm going to finish it off here. Prince of Yahweh 8, Jeremiah 6 and 17. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. So guess what's going to happen to them? They're going to be destroyed. All right, end of story, point blank, period. So with that, I hope you've been edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Brachak Wadash. And until next time, Shalom.